How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. XRP is breaking out. It's breaking out of a pattern that's been in for about the last month, and it's looking really bullish. There's also some really crazy news that's been reported, but it's not been well publicized. I had to kind of go down the rabbit hole to find this, but it's news that you need to know if you're interested in XRP or altcoins in general. We'll be going through it. Obviously, do your own research. Stay through to the end of the video because there's a lot of information in here, stuff that I have not seen before that we need to get to towards the end. But if you want to trade crypto, there's a link to BTCC. There's also a link to Blofin and CoinW. I like using multiple exchanges, but we'll leave these underneath the video. They all have awesome sign-up bonuses right now on BTCC. You get a 10% bonus on first-time deposits. You don't have to KYC, and you get lower trading fees when you use my link. As you can see, XRP is breaking out. I'm long XRP, but I feel a little bit underallocated after what's coming out recently news-wise. But you can see we've been stuck in this since early December, and we finally broke above this line. We need to get about over 242, 243, and we did. We're at $2.50 now. If we break above 251, that's obviously the next resistance. We've been like flirting around with it. That's a previous local high. That's going to be really bullish. And then, yeah, I think we're looking back at like 265, maybe 275, somewhere in there. But we'll continue to monitor this. This is one of the only thing that's moving today, up about 7%. And I understand why. Recently, we saw Brad Garlinghouse meeting with Donald Trump. So obviously, Donald Trump's coming in 9 days. He's going to be inaugurated, and he's been meeting with a lot of the crypto CEOs, and like whether it's a mining company or an exchange or a layer one like this, Ripple. Obviously, being behind XRP, like they're meeting with a lot of the industry leaders, the people that are building in America. And obviously XRP is one of the largest cryptos based here in America. Ripple is. So yeah, this is really fascinating to watch. And, you know, earlier this week, I think it was the president of Ripple said that we're going to have an ETF most likely coming sooner rather than later. We're also going to see RLUSD on a lot more exchanges, which obviously just jacks up the amount of AUM, which allows them to buy more treasuries, which gives them more interest income, which allows them to go and spend more money lobbying, or spend more money fighting the SEC, or spend more money buying back XRP tokens or growing relationships, all that kind of stuff. So we'll have to continue to monitor that. But so far, I think the launch has been relatively successful. Now, in 9 days also, not just Trump coming into office is important, but also Gary Gensler leaving office. Trump said that he was going to fire Gary Gensler on day one, and Gary Gensler resigned before day one, but he's going to be leaving on day one for Trump, so January 20th. But yeah, he announced that pretty early, so that will be obviously really bullish. Maybe we'll actually see an end to the Ripple case, which again I think would be bullish. They've largely won it already, but just wrapping that up with a nice bow on it, I think would send up the price. Now, earlier this week, we also saw this guy, David Star something, is saying that Bank of America now exclusively uses XRP for 100% of their internal transactions. That's pretty crazy. And yeah, you heard that right. Let me play it for you.
Bank of America, like I said, they were doing 100% of their internal transactions. They've got 83 different patents on it. And there's some incredible stuff that's going to be coming out. So
obviously he's very bullish on XRP. He's going on live TV, Fox Business, talking about it. I did not know that. I wonder if this was a test or if that's really like throughout the entire bank. I'm not sure, but that's extremely bullish for XRP. I've been talking to some XRP Bulls too, and you're going to want to see this, what's coming up next. But I've been talking to more XRP Bulls recently, and I give them so much credit. I give them so much credit because they've held onto XRP through the bad times, through the good times. And both those times, XRP didn't really move in terms of price. Like, it just hasn't moved much over the last few years. Even when Bitcoin was moving up, XRP was stuck at 50 cents up until President Trump won the vote. And then it basically 5x'd overnight. Not overnight exactly, over like a month. But that's what a lot of people were telling me ahead of time. And that's what I've heard from the XRP community in large part, is just that eventually, just pretty much overnight, they've told me, we're just going to see a massive move. And that's really what's happened here recently. It's done a nice 5x. And there's news like this too that I hadn't even heard about. I had to kind of go digging for this. SBI Holdings reveals plan to lend XRP cryptocurrency for interest. They're implementing a MicroStrategy method. Never sell XRP, buy only, and earn interest. Now, this is about a $7 billion company, $7.5 billion company. And over the last year, they're up about 14%. 5 years, they're up 60%. Just to give you an idea of the company, you can see over the max time frame, they're up a good amount. Now, what are they doing exactly? Well, they're a financial services company. Recently, they teamed up with Metaplanet when they started adopting this Bitcoin strategy. They partnered with SBI VC Trade to utilize its corporate custody service, which offers the potential to use Bitcoin as collateral for financing. So they are using them to get their hands on more Bitcoin. And obviously, if they know how to do this, they're probably very financially literate, and they're going out and buying XRP. Actually, take a look at this. This is over on TipRanks. By 2025, nearly 80% of Japan's banks will integrate XRP into their systems, dramatically improving cross-border payments and remittances. This is coming from their CEO. Industry leaders like Yoshitaka Kitao, sorry, I'm just terrible with names, but he's the CEO of SBI Group. They're strongly backing XRP for its potential to streamline cross-border transactions. They view XRP as the ideal solution for internal remittances, which are vital for Japan's large migrant worker population. I also read that Japan has about $1.6 trillion of cross-border payments, cross-border transfers, and it's growing. If 80% of it goes over to XRP, that would be absolutely insane. Someone runs the numbers here. 3%, if, for example, SBI puts 5% of their total assets into XRP, that'd be about 3.72 billion XRP. If they invest 10% of their total assets, they would have then 7.45 billion XRP. If they purchase $35 billion worth of their assets, so 20%, they would buy about 15 billion XRP, which would potentially drive XRP $10 to $15 higher. So if they're really implementing this MicroStrategy strategy, they could really push up the price of XRP fairly quickly. It'll be interesting to see if more companies do this over time as well. Like, do more companies just pick a cryptocurrency? I've seen that with Solana as well. There's Solana Strategies, which goes out and buys Solana. There could be XRP Strategies or XRP Ledger Strategies or whatever you want to call it, that could go out and just buy XRP. Who knows? But right now, XRP is breaking out. What am I doing? Why do you have to act fast? Well, I think you have to be paying attention to the cryptos that are doing really well these days, and determining for yourself if you want to buy. Now, keep in mind, if you're buying right now, I think you have to ask yourself, why didn't you buy back here? Is it just because you wanted to see it break out versus like prior cycles, break above this 197? Okay. A lot of people that I know did dollar cost average throughout this time though. And, you know, we have moved up 5x. I think you have to take in the new information though and realize they're making a ton of partnerships. There are a lot of people that are very bullish on XRP. So it's possible we could see another break up. Imagine we did another move to the upside if we, let's say it went up to something like Ethereum's market cap. Right now, XRP is at 143 billion. Ethereum's in around 394. So looking at maybe just short of a 3x if it went up to Ethereum's market cap. And that's assuming Ethereum doesn't move. That would put around $7.50. I'm not saying that's going to go there, but just like for context in terms of how big the move would have to be to get up to $10, you'd have to be looking at a $600 billion market cap. Now, is that possible? Yeah, I think it is possible depending on what everything else does as well. If Bitcoin's at $200,000 and Ethereum's moving up, a lot of cryptos are moving up, XRP is being used in more places, there are more financial institutions that are adopting it, it could move up very significantly. There could be some burns in place as well. Now, I think whenever someone tells you have to act fast though, you have to be careful. You can make really rash decisions that maybe aren't the best for you long term if you act too fast, right? If you just go out and put your whole life savings into XRP right now because you're really bullish, and then it moves up, and then maybe even like take out debt. Like that's a bad idea, because it will probably come back down, and you'll probably freak out that you just lost 10% of your net worth, 20% of your net worth, and then you'll sell, and then it will continue moving up. So you have to come at it from a rational place. You have to, pick a plan, right? Are you going to trade XRP? Because maybe you feel underallocated a bit. That's something that I like to do. When I see a breakout like this, I like to trade. Right now we're seeing it continue to move up. Maybe you're like, okay, we broke through it. I'm definitely going to place a long, and you ride it up. Maybe you see if we come back down to this prior resistance and see if we bounce off of it, like what's happened with Solana. You might miss out on it then, but it's a more cautious way of approaching it. See if we start bouncing up after we touch it, and then you go long, or maybe we break back down. It's impossible to know. A lot of this will come down to the broader market as well. If Bitcoin falls, everything's probably going to fall, but XRP's just held up so well, even in this recent downturn where Bitcoin went from 103 down to 91. XRP just went from $2.50 to $2.20. Not that big a move for an altcoin. Let me know your thoughts though. Again, if you do want to trade, there are links underneath the video to BTCC, to Blofin, and CoinW. Thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next.